Hello all, I hope you're well and welcome to another live video. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'd love for you to come say hi in the comments, whether watching the live or replay, and also let me know what brings you to this group. It's so amazing to have lots of beautiful new members and followers here, so thank you all so much. It's a pleasure to serve you and to support you in any way that I can. So whatever you're struggling with, whatever you need help with, if you need to vent, I'm here. Feel free to do so in the comments or send me a private message. It's also totally fine. But I'd love for you to at least say hi in the comments so I know you've been here and so we can connect. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Zoe Jean and I'm an anxiety coach and NLP practitioner helping women to heal their anxiety from all over the world following a process called the Rewrite Your Anxiety Method. And this process helps you to master your mindset, build a deep connection with your body, regulate your nervous system, and build sustainable habits. Hi Ali, thanks for watching. So this process starts with the subconscious mind reprogramming, right? Because our subconscious mind controls 95% of our life. So it's really important to work out what your current programs are and go through a process to rewire those programs, because unless you rewire those programs, they're going to keep controlling your life for the rest of your life, basically, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. It's based on your programs, it's based on your beliefs, it's based on your traumas, it's based on like your negative emotions that you have stored in your body, it's based on your limiting beliefs you have stored in your body. If you don't know what limiting beliefs are, there any beliefs you believe to be true about yourself that aren't actually true. For example, for me, my big ones were thinking I was ugly, thinking I was fat, dumb, useless, and so much more. So it's about rewiring those programs, because unless you rewire those programs, no matter how much you try and heal, no matter how much you consciously try and change, those programs are going to keep bringing you back to your current identity and how you currently show up, and you know, your current identity is being anxious or whatever that is. And then body connection is really important as well, right? Because one, you need to be connected to your body for overall health and wellness. You need to be connected to your body as it helps you to connect deeper with other people. And most importantly, if you want to get rid of stress and anxiety and be able to regulate your emotions and feel good and have your stress and anxiety, whatever it is, whatever emotion you're feeling, not get out of control, you need to have that deep connection with your body so you can pick up on the signs and signals when that emotion, that feeling, whatever it is in its early stages, so you're able to notice that, pick up on that, and do what is needed to regulate yourself and come back to that place of peace, calm, happiness, or whatever positive emotion you're wanting to experience. And then nervous system regulation is really important as well, because we need to regulate our nervous system and then widen our window of tolerance. Because the wider your window of tolerance is, the more everyday life things you can handle going wrong without it making you spiral out of control, and you're less likely to, you know, need to control things, to jump at the slightest thing, and you feel more safe to go after your goals and do what you want and go with the flow. But the longer period of time you spend in survival state, the smaller this window of tolerance gets. So it's really important to pick up on the fact that you're dysregulated as soon as possible, so you can regulate your nerves and then begin to widen this. Because the longer you're in that dysregulated state, in survival mode, the smaller the window of tolerance gets. So that's really important as well, to not only get you in that state, but then spend the time to actually strengthen it so you can widen it. And then lastly, habits work, right? Because everything we do is based off our current habits. So it's important to recognize what your current habits are, which ones are positive and which ones are the positive ones you want to keep, and which ones are serving you in a way, but they're serving you in a not so helpful way. Like like overeating isn't a good habit, but it was serving me in the way of giving me happiness that I wasn't getting elsewhere. So it was about recognizing that, seeing where else I can get happiness from instead, and rewiring the fact that I felt the only way to get happiness was through overeating, right? So that's a bit about the Rewrite Your Anxiety method, and personally I feel that's everything you need to heal. If you just have the body connection, if you just have the nervous system, if you just have the mindset, you're not going to be able to heal your whole body. You need to be able to heal your body, your mind, and your nervous system, and as well as focus on your habits, because habits are a really big part of your life. So if you truly want to heal, you need all of that. You need the subconscious mind reprogramming, you need the body connection work, the nervous system regulation work, and the habit work. So if that at all interests you, definitely let me know. And now is the best time as well, because I currently have a sale going on of up to $200 off the purchase price of my 12-week program called How to Rewrite Your Anxiety, and that ends tomorrow night. And I do have other offers as well, but obviously the 12-week program is the best because that's when you get the full Rewrite Your Anxiety method. And today's live is just about exploring our thoughts, our feelings, and our sensations in our body a little bit more. So I am going to put on some music and we will do this process together. So I hope that music's okay. And I want you to start by just taking awareness of the space you're currently in. You know, are you sitting on a chair? Are you laying down? Are you standing? What are you doing? Just notice what's around you. If you're sitting on the chair, notice your butt on the chair. Notice your back against the chair. Just see whatever you can notice in the present moment in your body. Just begin to notice and be aware. And maybe even put a hand on your heart and your belly, or just on your belly, just on your heart, whatever feels good to you. And just notice your natural breath for a few moments. Notice the rise and fall of your stomach. Notice the rise and fall. Rise and fall. And now what I want you to do is I want you to take note of what your current thoughts are. What are your current thoughts? And take your time here. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. And you can either just think about this or you can write it down. Might actually write it down. But if you feel you need to write it down, quickly get a piece of paper, or pause this video if you're watching the replay and get a piece of paper. But up to you whether you want to write it down or whether you just want to think about it. I might write it down. So take your time, you get a couple minutes to do this. What are your thoughts? Okay. And now that you are aware of your thoughts, I want you to start bringing awareness to what emotions and feelings these thoughts are creating. And I want you to spend the time to just notice that as well. You know, either say it out loud or in your head, or write that down as well. What emotions and feelings are these thoughts creating? And now what I want you to do is I want you to notice where you can feel these feelings and emotions in your body. Can you feel it in your head? Like maybe a headache? Can you feel it in your heart? Can you feel it in your belly? Where in your body can you feel it? Take the time to notice that. And whatever area of your body you're feeling it in, What are the sensations in that area? Is it maybe a tightness? Is it an icky feeling? Does it feel really tense? Does it feel like something's not right? What can you feel in that area of your body? And just describe it as best you can, whether you describe it in your head, say it to yourself out loud, or if you write it down. And when you've noticed what sensations in your body, what are those sensations trying to tell you? Take the time to reflect on that. You know, we spend so much time just suppressing our feelings or making ourselves feel wrong for them or thinking we should just get over it, or whatever. But just take the time. Like, you're feeling those, you know, you had those thoughts that created those feelings and emotions, that created that feeling in your body and that sensation in your body for a reason. So now's the time to actually reflect on that. What is it trying to tell you? What can you learn from it? You know, for me, what I find at times, what my thoughts and emotions and sensations in my body are trying to tell me, it's trying to tell me when, you know, when something's important to me, and when, you know, I really want something to work out, and when, you know, when something's important to me and I really want something to work out, sometimes, you know, that brings a little bit of fear. That brings a little bit of anxiety, that is this going to work out? What do I need to do to make sure it works out? Yada, yada, yada. So what comes up for you there? And then it's important to focus on what can support you instead of those icky thoughts, emotions, and feelings. You know, so when something's important to me, what can support me instead of the fear and the anxiety, and kind of wanting to keep on top of the situation and know what's happening. For example, one thing that can help me is remembering times in the past that a situation like this has happened, and what I've done in the past and what helped me in the past. For example, learning how to surrender and letting go is really powerful, and it actually helps a lot. So in the past, I did some surrendering work, I did some letting go work, and I realized that that actually helped bring me closer to what I wanted and what was important to me, and made it more likely to work out than that fear and anxiety and holding on to it, because that was affecting the way I showed up, and that was actually bringing me further away from that important thing that I wanted than closer. Even though I was feeling that way, trying to bring me closer, but it was actually bringing me further away. So one thing that can support me instead in that moment is surrendering, letting go, and remembering how that worked out last time, what the outcome of that was last time. And just taking note of the way you're currently showing up, the way you're currently acting. Is it serving you? Is it bringing you closer to what you want? Or is it actually bringing you further away? Maybe you don't have an outcome where it's worked in the past. If not, just, but you know what you're currently doing isn't working, just have a think about it. Just have a think about, jot down some things that you think might work and give them a go. And if you want any help with this, if you're a little bit unsure what might help you, instead, definitely either comment in here or send me a private message, and I'll be happy to help. And I'd love for you to all let me know how you go with that process. Because a lot of the times why our anxiety gets worse, why our negative emotions get worse, why our limiting beliefs get worse is because we tend to suppress them. We tend to think it's just going to go away, or it's too uncomfortable to feel, or so I'm not going to feel it, or I don't have time to feel it, or I don't have the right to feel this way, so I'm just going to suppress that, and it goes on and on and on. And the longer it goes on, obviously the more we feel these emotions and thoughts. And the more we feel these emotions and thoughts, the stronger they get. Just like you go to the gym and you do a bicep curl. The longer you do that bicep curl, the more you do it, and the longer you do it, the stronger that muscle's going to get. It's the same with your thoughts, your feelings, your anxiety. It's the exact same way. So this is a really basic process that you can do to get started when it becomes to bringing that awareness to what your thoughts are and where those thoughts show up in your body and what they mean in your body and what you can do about it. Because it's so important when it comes to healing your anxiety, your stress, your depression, your negative emotion experiencing. You need to heal it in the body and mind. And this is a process that kind of gives you a little bit of a taster of that. So I'd love to hear how you go with it. But remember, it goes thoughts, it goes feelings/emotions, it goes where you feel that in your body, and what sensations that gives in that part of the body. And if you would like some support on this, comment support below. And if you want more videos like this, comment more videos. And just a reminder that now it's the last 24 hours to get a $200 discount off my 12-week program called How to Rewrite Your Anxiety, where you get the full process needed to heal your anxiety. So if you're ready to, make 4 wins, if you're ready to make the win of saving $200, if you're ready to make the win of finally healing your anxiety, if you're ready to make the win of also getting a bonus trauma guide to prevent future situations from becoming traumatic, and also get the win of healing now before it gets worse. Because the longer your anxiety goes on, remember, it's like a muscle. The longer it goes on, the worse it gets. So therefore, the harder it is to heal, the longer it takes to heal, and the more uncomfortable it is. So if you sign up today or tomorrow, or at least book a call within the next 24 hours, just think about how you get those 4 wins. And how much that can mean for your life and for the life of those around you, for your family, for your partner, for your husband, for your wife, for your kids, for your family, just for everyone around you, for your life, for what you want to do, for your dream career, for your dream life vision. Imagine what that means for you. So thank you all so much for joining, and I can't wait to hear from you.